between Goshen and Florida, New York. Right now we're doing 11 different products, and I have 10 of them in a lineup right now. Just as a background on the distillery itself, we have about 140 acres of black dirt where we grow everything that we put into our own spirits, 100% of it, from the grains in our whiskeys to the sugar beets in our vodka, also the botanicals in our gin. Some of my favorites that I'll kind of go over really quickly. Starting kind of with our sugar beet vodka. Our sugar beet vodka is where our distillery itself kind of started. John, one of our co-owners, is a fifth-generation farmer, has been working the same 140 acres of black dirt since he was 7 or 8. One year he had a surplus of sugar beets and decided that he wanted to take them and distill them and make vodka out of them. So right now what we're doing with this is we're distilling it at least 3 times through our column still and then cold filtering it. Definitely still has those beautiful aromas of that beet, that floral, that earthy, a great mouthfeel to it, very, very smooth, a true sipping vodka we always say. Another one of my favorites in our lineup, our unaged rye, is probably my favorite, most versatile spirit that we do. Great for working at the bar with it. Makes phenomenal infusions, phenomenal cocktails. What we do is we take 100% rye, malt 15% of it, distill it. It never touches barrel whatsoever. It has this really beautiful vegetal, spicy, kind of grassy aspects to it, which almost work perfectly as a New York State tequila substitute. I love doing it in margaritas, lime juice, triple sec, making whiskey sours out of it. Beautiful, beautiful grassy notes on it. Really great sipper by itself as well, though.
Yeah, the unaged rye was really impressive. You know what, the corn, I like the corn too.
Yes, so our corn is 85% corn, 15% malted barley. As you see, it never touches barrel whatsoever, thus it being clear. Really a true moonshine style to it. These beautiful kind of unrefined alcohol ethers to it on the front of your palate, which kind of mold into these really nice grassy and almost creamy sweet corn kind of aromas as well. Really nice sipper in and of itself. Great shooter as well. One of my favorite whiskeys that we do in general is our aged rye. I know I'm crazy about our rye, but it is a really, really phenomenal spirit. We take it and age it in 15-gallon barrels for about 7 months. It is same application, 100% rye, 15% of it malted. Really beautiful mold between those same almost grassy, spicy vegetal notes, but then also those barrel tannins, those woody, almost caramel or vanilla-like aspects to it. Really beautiful sipper. Kind of a classic, our bourbon. Our bourbon, same grain bill as our corn whiskey, 85% corn, 15% malted barley. This one is aged in a 10 or 15-gallon barrel for also about 7 months. Really those kind of grassy aspects of the corn whiskey almost mold through the barrel tannins into this almost tobacco or dried grass hay aspect, but then also those almost caramels or butterscotches that you would expect from a bourbon. And for me, almost this cinnamon or baking spice spiciness of it on the palate. And then one of our more interesting spirits that we've started doing, our maple whiskey. Our maple whiskey, what we're doing is we're taking maple syrup from Finding Homes in Greenville, aging that maple syrup in aged bourbon barrels for about 8 months so that the maple syrup really primes that barrel out, seeps into the pores of the wood. We'll take the maple syrup back out of it and then add our corn whiskey to that product. So unlike almost a sweeter, cordial-like whiskey-based spirit, this one is still going to have those really beautiful alcohol ethers on the front of your palate, really drink like a whiskey, but then these beautiful, robust, earthy notes from that maple whiskey kind of all over the place.
That's really what I liked about that. You know, there's a lot of liqueurs, whiskey-based liqueurs out there, which don't get me wrong, are great. They're fantastic. So it's nice to get a change of something that's more whiskey forward, whiskey predominant, and just is rounded out with the maple.
So it definitely makes a great digestif. You know, it's not so sweet that it almost is a dessert drink, but it's sweet enough that it'll be really beautiful after.
For anybody who wants a good whiskey with that maple rounding, with that sweetness rounding, this is the ticket. It's just like pumpkin beers. Sometimes a lot of times these pumpkin beers are so overspiced you can't taste the beer anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, whenever I get a pumpkin beer that I can taste the beer and hints of the pumpkin, it's like, this is refreshing.
Match made in heaven. Yeah,
right,
exactly,
and that's exactly what that maple is.
Yeah.
Exactly what that maple is. So, So how do people? Do you guys do tours, tastings? Where exactly are you located?
So we do. We're located 19 Maloney Lane in Goshen, New York, for the distillery itself, and then we also have a satellite location, a bar over in New Hampton, which is 286 Maple Avenue, where we also do tastings, have cocktails, a specialty cocktail program, beers, wine, cider from all over New York. Use it as an event space. But if you wanted to come out to the farm, check out our fields themselves, the 140 acres we have, get a tour of our little distillery, or just kind of see what we're up to, you can definitely come out. We have a tasting bar over there, generally any more than 5, and it feels a little cramped in there, thus us opening up the satellite location. So definitely if you have a party of 5 or more, we suggest coming to Brown Barn Farms and doing a tasting over there.
Cool. Well, you know, we have a van, a 15-passenger Ford Transit van, cool, that we do tours with, so we'd love to round up some people, definitely our staff.
Yeah.
Some of our staff members are here today tasting, but we'd love to bring the rest of our staff, and we'd love to bring some of our guests. So if you're watching this and you want to go on a tour with us, you know, we do winery, distillery, brewery tours all the time, farm tours. Right now we're doing them for private groups. So if you have 6 people or 12 people and it's your birthday, anniversary, something like that, you want to celebrate, we'll take you wherever you want throughout the Hudson Valley. And usually I'm the person driving, I'm the person with the connections, and we get into the wineries and it's sort of like a backstage pass almost. You know, going to breweries and distilleries and wineries yourself is great, but when you go with a chef who has a relationship with them already, you kind of get a little special treatment. The saying in the industry, it's good to be an unexpected guest. And so I love doing this. I love taking people around. We provide lunch. We do a cheese platter afterwards. We bring you back to the restaurant and you eat. So it's a really awesome day. So, Nick, I think we'd love to be able to do this at the distillery.
I'm sure we could set you up with, you know, a tour through the fields. There's plenty of roads cutting through the fields, a tour of the distillery, and that maybe a cocktail or a nice afternoon at Brown Barn. I'm sure we could definitely set something like that up.
Awesome. So this is our first time tasting their stuff at Aroma Time. We're definitely gonna bring, of course, to bring 11 in is a lot for us to bring in since we already have 250 spirits, but we're definitely going to go through this selection very carefully and definitely pick what we feel would fits our needs here. And there's definitely a good handful here that we're definitely going to bring in to the restaurant, so you can stop in at Aroma Time and try Orange County Distillery. Orange County Distillery, there it is. Check that out. Check them out. They're awesome, awesome products. And 3 years old, you said? You guys 3 years of distilling?
Yeah, we're 3 years. So the distillery itself is about 3 years old, and then our satellite location is just over a year old. So a very new operation, still a startup, but we're really enjoying what we're doing. We found the beauty in it, and we're trying to keep that going for years to come.
Awesome. Awesome. A lot of fun today.
Yeah, thank you.
Unfortunately, it's time for me to get to work. I have to cook tonight, so I have to sign off and get in the kitchen and cook. We got 2 big holiday parties tonight. So, but a lot of fun. If you guys like these kind of things on Facebook, definitely give us a thumbs up, share it, pass it along. Let us know what your favorite local distillery is, because you know, there's a lot of stuff out there now that a lot of it we know about, a lot of it we don't know about. And of course, Aroma Time's all about sourcing local, sourcing sustainable, working relationships with the people that we do business with. If any of you have been here, know we're totally against big corporate brands, and stuff like this fits right into our niche here. So yeah. Those CEOs don't need another vacation home. No. Let's all support local, support independent, and let's face it, not everything comes local. Like you can't get local tequila, right?
No.
Which is why you did that version of mezcal. You can't get local cognac. But when we do buy things like that, we make sure that they are actually from a small independent distillery, whether they're in France, whether they're in Italy, whether they're local. So it's independent where it's all about. And thanks everybody for logging on. Albie, hey, what's going on there, Albie? Hey, Lily, how's it going? How's Colorado doing? I see all your posts all the time out there. Looks awesome. Love to come out and visit you. Albie, you can come down and taste some stuff with us. And that's it. Talk to you guys later.